Hey everyone, I'm Sneashish from Nected. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can build a Zepto-like coupon reward system using Nected in just a day. The system allows you to manage and apply discount, validate coupon codes, and dynamically calculate the final price in real time, which is used by almost every e-commerce platforms. And one of the example of e-commerce platform like that is Zepto. Now here is a quick glimpse of the user interface that we have built. We have used a straightforward UI template that we have slightly customized to fit our needs. But what's really powerful here is how the entire logic and everything from validating the coupon to applying the discount is driven by Nected's rule engine and workflow automation platform. Now let's dive into how this system is actually built. So to build this kind of coupon reward system, we need to go to the Nected dashboard, and here we need to click on the workflow button, and this workflow editor will be opened. Now inside this workflow editor, you can see many nodes. The first node is basically a trigger node. In trigger node, what is happening here, you need to call the API from the front end, and this will trigger the workflow. Now if I click this trigger node, there is an input param where I have taken the input named as cart, which is the type of JSON, and here is in the JSON editor I have taken a list of JSON, which is basically the list of the products. That means the product name, product category, product price, and quantity. Now if you are not that tech savvy, you can toggle this raw mode to the pretty mode, and you can build the JSON using no code editor. So after doing that, we will test it, and if everything goes right, we'll just click on the save button. Similarly, we'll save it and close the trigger node. After the trigger node, after we have created the JSON input attribute, we can use that JSON attribute into our next upcoming nodes. The next node is a formula node where we are taking the trigger node's input parameters like the total price, and we are calculating the overall price of the cart. That means in the UI, if I select these two products and if I add them to the cart, the total price is 350 rupees. That we are calculating using this formula editor. Now after writing this simple formula using some list, which is another Nected formula which is available in the below options, I will click on the test button and I will save it. As simple as that. Now the next node is a rule node where we are using the previous node's output data and feeding that to this particular rule as the input. And based on these inputs, we are creating some conditions, and based on that condition, we are creating some results. Now let's see how this works. There are three conditions, or there are three parameters. One is the name, one is the type, one is the value. Now let's see how this is working in the rule. To go to the rule editor, you can click on this edit button and you will be redirected to the rule editor. Here you can see we have created three conditions, and based on these three conditions, we have created some sort of results. So what are the conditions? The first one is the type, second one is the name, and the third one is the value. And based on that, we have listed all the available coupons. We have 6 coupons, so we have 6 conditions or 6 rows for these 6 coupons. Got it? Now the first row is basically saying if the type is overall and the custom input.name is payment gateway, then the value, if the value is greater than or equals to 599 rupees, then this particular coupon will be available. That is Zepto 50 AU. So what is that? If let's see in the UI. Now these two are basically makeup product. So let's remove one of that and let's add this pedigree into the cart. So now the category is overall. That means we have a makeup kit and we have a food item. So the total price is now 800 rupees, which is above 599 rupees. So the Zepto 50 AU is now applicable for this particular cart, right? But in the below we have other two options as well. So why that is happening? Because this rule here, in this rule, the cart is basically satisfying multiple conditions at a time. So that's why multiple coupons are getting available. Now in the result we have that coupon codes and the details of the coupon codes, which we can see by clicking on this more button. In this more button, if you see it carefully, we have an offer validation date which we have created in this result, which has a significant use in this coupon reward system. How? Let's see. After creating this rule, we will save it, and in the workflow editor we will test it, and if everything is going right, we will save it. After that, we will take this output as the input of the next formula editor, and in the formula editor we will push the applicable coupon list to the front end. That is what we are doing here. We will just test it, and here you can see that the Zepto 50 AU is now applicable, and that ARZEP is now applicable. So that is fine. We will save it and we'll go to the next rule, which is Zepto coupon all. Now here is, in this rule we are not using any kind of input attribute from this workflow. So how this is happening? Let's edit this rule. In this rule we have a single condition which is basically verifying the coupon. That means if it is valid for today or not. Now how we are doing that? We are using a system variable called current time, which is giving me the date of today and the time, and from that we are mapping, or we are matching this JSON. In this JSON we have these two parameters, one is validity start and one is validity end. Now if the current time is in between these two dates, then I can apply that coupon into my cart and that will be available, and if that is not happening, then that coupon will not be available, even though that coupon satisfies everything else, right? So that's how this rule is particularly working. After configuring that rule, I can test it from the workflow, and if everything goes right, again we will save it. Now the last node. In the last node we are using a response node where we are sending the front end two things. One is the all coupons, that means every coupon list, the 6 items that we have configured, and second one is the applicable coupons. That means which coupons are applicable. That means here in the cart I can see 3 coupons are applicable. So these lists are coming from this response node, right? So I will save it, and that's everything. Now you can create the coupon reward system using Nected, and this is how it will look like. But last step is to apply this coupon. That means if I click on this Zepto 50 AU coupon, the final price should be deducted. That means if the total price is 800 rupees, the final price should be 750 rupees. This is another rule that we can automate using Nected again. So to do that, I will go to Nected dashboard and I will click on rules, and here I have this apply coupon rule to configure that particular action. What is that? Here is a single condition that is basically taking the applied coupon from the front end. That means whenever I will click this apply button, this particular code will be fetched from the front end using this API, and we will match it from all the available coupons. Now whichever coupon is matching with this applied coupon, that formula will be executed. Now inside this formula we have created a simple mathematical formula that is calculating the final price. For Zepto 1, it is simply calculating that the final price should be total price minus 50 rupees. That is what it is doing. So this is how you can completely configure and create a Zepto-like coupon reward system using Nected within a day. Now, if you have created the Zepto-like coupon system and you are getting some kind of error, which is from API perspective, if you are getting any kind of error from API end, then you can check any kind of error from this audit trail page. And if you click this option, you can see whenever this decision table has been called, that is successful or failure. So this is how you can test it. So that's all for this video. This is how you can create the coupon reward system. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.